Here it is. So TSIC came into picture in 2017 when there was a need for innovation to trigger development or accelerate rather. So our vision here is to build and nurture the culture of innovation across different parts of Telangana. So we have three different mandates. The first being to scout, recognize, and disseminate the grassroots innovations. The second one being to focus on the social and inclusive innovation. And the third mandate being to promote innovation in government and administration. So here at TSIC, I lead the social and inclusive innovation, and I'm going to talk about our second mandate, which is to strengthen the social and innovation ecosystem in Telangana. So interestingly, as we all know, like I have seen a lot of civil society organizations, especially NGOs. So CSOs or NGOs exist at the intersection of Samaj, Sarkar, and Bazaar, right? So interestingly, social innovation also happens at the same intersection. So this platform is very relevant. So the speaker right before us, Vishwajit, who started TAL-led aid app. So it's a clear-cut example of social innovation, right? It is obviously inspired from the Uber business model innovation, but it is addressing a really great social issue. So social innovation basically is addressing social issues as a priority, and the profit maximization takes a backseat. So in 2020, Telangana State Innovation Cell came up with the Telangana Social Innovation Policy and also Grassroots Innovation Framework. So as I said, we have a mandate and we have 4 different focus areas as per the Social Innovation Policy. Livelihoods, social protection, health, especially focus on the nutrition part, and then education. Apart from that, we are also working extensively in the assistive technology and inclusive education as well. In fact, as someone from Youth for Jobs has also come, Meera Shenoy ma'am is one of our board of directors, and we collaborate with them on a lot of initiatives. Then coming to our stakeholders, we have multiple stakeholders. We try to collaborate as and when possible. So we have incubators, we have colleges, academic institutions, district officials, government departments, then children with special needs, etc. And we value partnership a lot because end of the day, when we are in a social space, it's collaboration that actually works and creates further impact. So here are a few of our programs or initiatives that we have been doing previously and even now, and few are we have been continuing. So one of the interesting initiative or a program is Impact Labs, where we actually mapped the startups with the NGOs. So the NGOs came up with problem statements and they were mapped with startups. So 8 different NGOs mapped to 8 different startups, right? And what came as an outcome was, so United Way Hyderabad, I guess Rekha ma'am was here for the session. So they have actually invested in 2 different startups, one of them being Bore Charger. So that was an interesting initiative for us. Then we have been organizing social entrepreneurship summits called Impulse in partnership with Balavikasa. And then we have been fortunate to do a lot of hackathons. One being Innovate for menstrual waste that we did with WaterAid. And recently we have concluded Social Innovation Hackathon where we could get nearly 90 ideas just in a span of 9 days. So that clearly shows the kind of activeness that is being shown by the people in Telangana. Then we have been organizing assistive technology summits, where the idea is to sensitize people about assistive technology, about the need for those kind of technologies to empower people and make the ecosystem more inclusive. As again, ma'am from Youth for Jobs was saying, how it is important to create inclusive spaces. So we organized that, and we have been able to showcase 80 startups, nearly 60 to 70, 80 startups every year. So that has been another interesting initiative for us. And we have also launched a Telangana Social Startup Network. So because of, due to few internal reasons, the network has not been very active, and now we are planning to revive it again. So these are few of our, programs in the social innovation vertical. And now I'm handing over the mic to Sahil will just share a few of her success stories just to give a picture about what kind of social innovations are happening across Telangana.
A very warm good evening to everyone. My name is Sahil Suman. I lead the branding and communications at TSIC. And before I delve into much deeper details of the success stories scouted by TSIC, I recall a very old story many years ago. One gentleman woke up in the morning, started reading the newspaper, and suddenly he was so shocked to see his own picture in the obituary column, and he started reading the comments what people has written about him. None of them, you will be surprised to see, none of them have written any good things about that person. Everybody wrote acha hua mar gaya. Everybody wrote the merchant of death is gone finally. Person who were distributing deaths to anybody, everybody is finally gone. Can I know from the audience who am I talking about? This is a real story, by the way. And that particular day, that gentleman decided, is this the way I'm going to be remembered in the whole world? No, this is not the way I'm going to be remembered. So he started working towards peace. And the gentleman that I'm talking about is known as Mr. Alfred Nobel, in whose memory we celebrate the Nobel Prizes today. Why I told this story? Because stories move people. Stories are something that we connect everybody, right from our childhood to young age to old age. Similarly, at TSIC, we have been in the scouting process in this since last 7 years now. 2017 that we started innovation ecosystem in Telangana, and now we are very proud to see today this particular circle here talks about social development, sustainable development goals. There are 17 of them, and the fourth success story that I'm going to share with you are all inclusive and related to the 17 sustainable goal. All four of them relates to each one of them. The first story that I have on the screen is Srija, small young girl of class 9. She started seeing this problem of waste. She started seeing this problem of plastics choking the water bodies. She formed something, groundnut cells, you must be aware. Groundnut cells, she started developing it into a biopod, and that is a successful model that she has been able to develop from the Gadwal district. It's being fully prototyped at the TWorks center in Hyderabad, one of the India's largest prototyping center in the country right now. And she has been successfully able to scale it up across the country now. It's fully market ready. People are showing very good interest in her product. So we are very proud to help scout, support people like this from as young age, class 9 to our oldest innovator is somewhere around 70 plus. Next innovator that I'm going to talk about, Mr. Gopal Singh from Rangareddy. He's a senior citizen in that category. He saw this problem of water wastage in agricultural lands while irrigation. He developed something called mechanical turn on off valve system. And now with his innovation, state government have also shown interest in supporting him, into giving him proper support to develop lands and scout it further. Recently, we invited him to our flagship program, One District, One Exhibition, where he was able to successfully take his product to market in 3 districts of Telangana, and received very good interest from stakeholders. Next story that I have, I'm sure some of you here sitting must have been seeing this guy. Class 9 student again. He was scouted by TSIC in the 2019, 5 years ago. Himesh. Now you will be surprised to know this young kid has been awarded by Prime Minister Modi himself. His tweets have been retweeted by Prime Minister because he developed something for the Alzheimer's patient. He took it problem from his own grandmother that she was not able to navigate freely inside the house. Many a times in the midnight also she went outside the home. She was not able to locate. He saw this problem. He was a self-taught student. He took the help of internet, started developing some machines, and finally he was able to come up with something called Alpha Monitor, where it's a wearable device. He is just putting this on a grandmother's wrist, and with that device he's able to track the movement, he's able to track the blood pressure level, sugar level, and able to give proper treatment. And now we have been very proud to see his innovation going leaps and growing by leaps and bounds. Now he's going to US for his higher education. Last innovation and last innovator of the day that we have, SK Rajali Pasha. Again, coming from a very personal incident, he saw his own friend losing his life because he was an hearing disabled person. Truck coming from behind could not hear the horn, and accident happened. His friend lost his life. Taking inspiration from that sad movement, he developed something called helmet for the deaf. And now this product is in a lot of talks right now, taken over by a lot of newspapers, a lot of news channels as well. And he's fully ready for prototyping. We are supporting him from very ground level. So some of the impact numbers, if I talk about through TSIC, what we have been able to achieve from last 7 years. Some of you here will be saying, क्या number है ये? Some 2,600 participants scouted, 60 plus innovations from PWD categories. 1 lakh plus government school students that we have been able to upskill them through design and innovation thinking. I'm also proud to share that Telangana also became the first state in the entire country to have an exclusive fund for innovators, for grassroots innovators, and it's called TCD program. No state in the country had this kind of funding program available directly to an innovator, person who did not have any entity in his name, person who did not have any startup in the name. You will find a lot of funding program available for startup, but not for an individual innovator. So through this TCD program, we have been able to successfully fund 30 lakh of monetary amount to grassroots innovators, and out of those, 6 are working the social innovation category. So I think they are some of the partners that we work very closely with. Some of the logos you must be very, very familiar with. And this is the entire ecosystem of Telangana State Innovation Cell. TSIC being the primary nodal body for scouting innovation from grassroots level and taking it further. Then THub is there, who primarily helps in scaling up accelerator program. WeHub is exclusively dedicated to the women entrepreneurs. TWorks is something where prototyping happens. We like take any innovator with a prototype, help them patenting, and take it further from there. RICH is a research and innovation circle of Hyderabad, which primarily deals with agricultural and research level innovation. Then TASK is upskilling academy, and last but not the least is emerging technologies wing, which is working on the latest technologies of the entire Telangana innovation circle. Then recently we also happened to form WeHub, that is exclusively working with the school students and helping them scale up through innovation programs. So I conclude my part here, but before leaving the stage, I would just like to again recall that it's been, some of you might be thinking 7 years, not big impact numbers, but there's a slightly different way of looking at it. It's just 7 years and we have these numbers. If you keep supporting us, you never know in the next 10 years or 15 years where we'll end up. So that's all from our side. Thank you so much.